Well, my dear friend, yesterday the chapter Hack Driver, we have discussed it, and we have read that that the narrator seems to realize that the Oliver Litkin, the hack driver, was a friendly, cooperative, and was a very helpful first person. What he said, that on that day I came to know New Million better than I did the city and to love it better. Here you seem to hear the narrator seems to realize that the village New Million is better than the city that he lived in, the city that he loved. Of course, my dear friend, village life is rather soothing, rather comfortable, rather happy, or you may call it is better than city life. City life is full of hurly-burly. It is what you may call that city life is a preoccupied life. We have no time to stand and stare. We don't have a time to enjoy the beauty of the nature in city life. Bill did not know about the colleague and the cities, but he had a travel around a lot of the country and had a lot of jobs. From his adventure, he brought back the philosophy of simplicity and laughter. Simplicity and laughter is the best medicine. It is the most strongest thing that can make you strong, my dear friend. Why? Because you see, simplicity is always a hallmark of greatness. It is always related to your personality trait. Your personality that is simple. There must be, you might have heard about the very simple saying. The saying is about simple living and high thinking. High thinking is more important than living. And if you are living a simple life, please remember the lines of Kerry J. Coram. Jerry K. Joram, what he said? He said that the boat of the life should be alight. How the boat of life should be simple, it should not be heavy. It should not be heavy when it will be simple. And laughter, of course, it is the best medicine. And these are the most strong point of your life. It is my request to you, my dear students, that try to adopt simplicity and maintain a smile. When you smile, half of your stress, half of your tension, and half of your problem is itself solved. So here you see the philosophy that we should live in, that live with simplicity and keep smiling, keep laughing. Laughing doesn't mean joking. It is a kind of a what? Changing, transformation. We left the peaceful scene of the meadows and woods and resumed our search of Oliver Litkins. We could not find him. At last, Bill cornered. The word corner, always making trouble. You always cornered me. If you corner somebody, you pointing out, targeting somebody. He was cornered. When you are in corner, you are badly trapped. You are badly puzzled. You have no escape. He was cornered, gone out of his mother's farm. Oliver's had gone. There he was. There they came to know that he had gone to meet her mother. Now, I know Oliver's mother. She is a terror. Look at the word terror. Fearsome, frightsome, terror. I took a trunk out there for her once. Here the hack driver is describing a story that how Oliver Slutkin's mother is a terror. Once the hack driver has taken a trunk for her and she almost took my skin. To take the skin made it hard because I did not treat it like a box of eggs. The trunk is, you see, it is made of metal, but she wants it to handle it carefully. And as it was not handled carefully, she was horrifically angry. Angry like anything. And she about 9 feet tall and 4 feet thick. 9 feet tall. Think about, can a woman be 9 feet tall? Have you ever seen the maximum height the world that I think what is the world record for the highest women and men? It must be almost 9 feet. So tall and 4 feet thick, moti, 4 feet moti, 9 feet lambi. Have you ever seen this kind of a woman? Imagine a woman is 9 feet tall. 9 feet. My goodness. 3 feet more than me. I am almost 6 feet. And the woman was 9 feet taller. So you may understand. 9 feet tall. And quick as a cat. Even though she was fat, she was tall, but was quick also. Quick as what? As a cat. Here, simile is being used. The very quickness of her is being compared with the quickness of the cat. I will bet Oliver heard that somebody chasing him. And he's gone on there to hide behind his mother's skirts. Where he had gone? Where he had gone? Gone to hide her mother behind her skirt. Well, we will try her. But you'd better let me do it. You may be great at literature and law, but you haven't had the real training in swearing. We drove into the poor farmyard and we were faced by an enormous and cheerful old woman. Why she is called enormous? 9 feet tall, 4 feet wide, like a mountain, body. But she was cheerful. My guide bravely went up to her and said, "Remember me? I am Bill Magnuson, the carter and the hackman. I want to find your son Oliver." What the mother answered, "I don't know anything about Oliver. I don't want to tell anything about him." She shouted, not said, shouted. Now look here, we had just about enough nonsense. This young man represents the court in the city, and we have a legal right to search all property of Oliver Litkins. How? As someone is a legal right to search the house, to find the person and to take him with him. The court was looking for him as a witness. So it was very important to bring him back. Bill made me sound very important, and the woman was impressed. She retired into the kitchen and we followed. She seized an iron from the old-fashioned stove and marched on shouting, "You search all you want. Search all you want." Generously, cheerfully, angrily, she ordered the narrator and the hack driver to search all they want. "If you don't mind getting burnt first," she shouted and laughed at our frightened retreat. Retreat is a fallen bag, return bag. They could not find Oliver Litkins and they returned back. "Let's get out of here," Bill whispered. He said, "Did you see her smile? She was laughing at us." Why she was laughing at us? Why the woman was laughing at them? She was laughing at them because it was the hack driver who was Oliver Litkins. Mother has immediately recognized him, noticed him, and she knows this very well that the hack driver is Oliver Litkins. I agreed that it was a pretty disrespectful treatment. How it was a disrespectful treatment? It was a disrespectful treatment, my dear friend, because Oliver's mother misbehaved with them. She shouted at them, and even she laughed at them. In this way, this was not a good treatment. However, search the house. Search the house. Since it was only 1 story high, built well round, peering in all the windows, we examined the barn, stable. Seriously, certain luxury was not there. It was nearly time for me to catch the afternoon train. They searched, but they could not find Oliver Litkins. And Bill drove me to the station. On the day to the city, head down, see, narrator could not deliver the summon and he returned to his city. The narrator was worried little over his failure to find Lutkin. I was too busy thinking about Bill Masons. Really, narrator considered returning New Million to practice law. If I had found Bill so deep and richly human, might I not grow to love Fitzgerald's and Gutson's 100 others slow spokens. They were simples, wise neighbors. The village Fritz. The peoples were human, richly human. Richly human. They are very important, richly human. They were not only man and woman, they are full of milk of human kindness. Richly human. Love. Hundreds of other slow spoken, simple, wise neighbors. I pictured an honest and happy life beyond the strict limit. And narrator has expected a very relaxed life in this village. And he was excited. He found a treasure. Treasure. What kind of treasure he? What kind of a treasure you can say? The village was a treasure of love. Treasure of soft spoken people. Soft, slow, soft spoken. Simple people. Wise neighbors. So here you could see the narrator called this village a treasure, khajana. I had discovered a new way of life. The new way of life was found in the village. The village Fritz or the New Milan. But if I did not think much about the Lutkin, the office did. I found them all upset. Next morning, the case was coming up in the court and they had to have Lutkins. I was a shameful, useless fool that morning my promising legal career almost came to an end before it had begun. Why? Because he is going to lose the job. The chief almost murdered me. He hinted that I might do well at the digging ditches. I was ordered back to the New Milan, and with me went a man who had worked with Lutkins. Narrator was again sent to the New Milan, and with him a man was also there. I was rather sorry because it won't prevent my loafing all over again with Wills. Again, he is going to spend a quality time with the hack driver. When the train arrived at the New Milan, Bill was on the station platform near his cart. Strangely, that old tigress, Lutkin mother, was there. Old tigress. The mother is called Tigress, Cherny. Lutkin mother was there, talking and laughing with Bill, not quarreling at all. From the train steps, I promised Bill not to my companion and said, "There is a fine fellow, a real man. I spent the day with him." "He helped you to hunt for Oliver Lutkin?" "Yes, he helped me a lot." "He must have. He is Lutkin himself." That hack driver was a Latkin himself. What really hurt me was that when I served someone, Latkin and his mother laughed at me as though I were a bright boy of 7. With loving kindness, they begged me to go with them to neighbor's house for a cup of coffee. I told them about you, and they were anxious to look at you. There about one fox in our town missed seeing the yesterday. So, dear friend, as we have read, how adventurous the story was. We have seen in the end of the story that Latkin bravely dodged, cheated, deceived the narrator. The narrator was deceived, cheated. How? You see, in fact, the sugar, the sweet behavior, sugar sweet behavior, the oily tongue, the kindness, the helpfulness, whatever is being exhibited, it was all artificial. It was not natural, my dear friend. But of course, the people in the village were very loving. They were what? What kind of a people they were? I have told you what kind of people they were. Come on, tell me, what kind of a people they were? Nobody will say? Richly human. They were richly human. There was, you may call, they were full of milk of human kindness. Then, now the questions. Do you think the lawyer was, when the lawyer reached Newville, did Bill know that he was looking for Latkins? Yes. Bill knows it very well. That narrator is looking for Latkins. Because you see, narrator informed Bill, in fact, that he had come to deliver a message. Someone later to Oliver Latkin. So, when do you think Bill came with the plan to befooling the lawyer? Actually, you see, Bill was a shrewd lawyer, shrewd criminal, and in habit of dodging the people. He was, and you may call that he was something very trickster, very shrewd, a very big schemer. And I think so, that he has always a ready-made plan. Criminals like him has always a ready plan there in their hands. Because they are seasoned and experienced as well. So you may understand, my dear friend, that if they are experienced and seasoned, they need no other plans. They have always a plan, and they act according to their situation. Remember, When the narrator visited the village, he met the hack driver and he informed him that he came here to serve as someone to Oliver Latkin. So, no sooner did he heard about it, immediately the plan was ready. So, we cannot say that came up with the plan. Bill have always a plan to befool the lawyers, the criminals, the police, etc., etc. अब here you see, question number 2. Latkin openly takes the lawyer all over the village. How is that no one lets us the secret? Notice that the hack driver asks the lawyer to keep out the side behind him when they go into the fits. So, how he managed? The secret was known to the villagers, but it was his neighbor, good neighbor, slow speaking, richly human. They were cooperative, highly cooperative, richly human, softly spoken. So, the villagers are simply lovable people, helpful people. They don't know anything about cunningness. They are such an innocent people. So, dear friend, then the Latkin's neighbor were anxious to meet the lawyer. Why they were? They were anxious to meet the lawyer because they want to see who has came to deliver the message. Now this is what is from my point of view. If you have any query, you may ask to me. Please ask your query. I am waiting for your query.